Hello, people that how's it doing? So, somebody asked me a question today, and I said, and he asked me would I make a video, just talking about it and how I felt, during the lockdown and the how to put it in the darker days of the lockdown. That's the best way to put it. Um, and straight off the bat, I think it go very well. I think it did very well compared to, some people, and obviously me being outside all the time, like in the last 5 years probably only took about 10, 15, at most 12 days off from tidy towns, and then go five. Like it's like I'm always doing, like usually I always do at least 2 hours of tidy towns a day. At most, I always do something. I always do something. I don't really say I'm not going to do anything, even if it's a hurricane outside. I guess I've been well known for doing when there was heavy winds. I went out and cleaned up election posters. This is during the election when they, when the flu won the place. Um, like like even Joe Dan, like I still laugh at this day, but it's kind of the right thing to do in other words because it kind of got them. They would have just blew one the place if it didn't get them. But yeah, I did find it hard. I'm sure people would agree with me being out all the time. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, you're not out and you can't go out. And I wasn't out for a month, and that's the longest time ever. I've been off. Like before that in February, you might remember. Very upset, very depressed over something in February. Gone by, and obviously I had to take a week off just to relax and just chill out. Because I just wasn't able, and I wasn't mentally fit or mentally stable, in other words, too. Or basically, I didn't have the strength to go out and do anything because I was that upset and that distraught over the situation at the time. But still when sits with me. But long story. But yeah, long story short, really. I think it done very well. I think it coped very well. There was obviously issues in the community at the time. During the coronavirus, obviously with people cocooning, older people cocooning, and obviously had to work with the local organisation, work with the local authorities, trying to get things like that sorted. And we did well. I think we did whatever we could, and that's all we could do. As humans, like the Buddhist Bridge Titans, the Buddhist Bridge EA done all their bits, and everything. We all work together, which is the main thing, and that's how we all thanks be to God came out of this. But yeah, I think I done well mentally, and obviously I think I done well coping, and looking for something like YouTube too was kind of something that I done. That's why there was a huge amount of videos when I was off because there was very I was up early every morning, and obviously whatever emails I got from the local authorities or anything like that, I had them done and obviously written up and set and everything like that. There wasn't much. In other words, some days there was a lot of stuff, and then other days there was nothing really. But YouTube kind of took my mind off it, so thank you to everybody again because that did take my mind off not being out, obviously not being outside, because it was a huge change, and I'm sure people would agree. Being outside, then all of a sudden being taken away from going outside. I'm sure people would agree. But yeah, I handled it very well mentally anyway. Um, but trying to my mind's just gone. Something's gone in mine. What was I thinking of? Trying to remember now. It went out of my head. I was thinking there for a second and just forgot completely what it was. But I think I done well. I think I done very very well. In coping with everything, and obviously stress and everything like that. I think I done well in coping. Um, but yeah, and obviously the other question he asked me too. That's I can remember now. Thanks for the God, I nearly forgot about it completely now. So you didn't write this down. I'm just talking from my head. From my heart and my head. So, the other question. No, my God, my brain's gone dead altogether. The fight being alone, obviously not with my friends and things like that, because this person was saying he found it hard because his girlfriend was on the other side of the country. And I do sympathise with that because that's very hard. You want to have the people you love very close to you at that time, and obviously the people you love, are a huge support in this time, during that time was a huge support. And I really said to the person, I really would say it publicly too, that I don't hang around many people at all. I go to meetings, I go to things like that. That's that's social life. That's me going to the pub, in other words. That's kind of what I look at. And never, not much social life. Don't really hang around, as I say. Don't go out anywhere. Don't do anything like that. Just walk. Same as my father. Something I really have to talk about some of these days. The same time I started Teddy Towns, it was the same time when my father left school, when he left primary school, back a while ago. And this is not today or yesterday. He left when he was 16. And obviously went to walk and everything like that. And it's kind of it was very similar, because I went out and obviously I didn't leave school, but obviously it's very same time I went out and done hard labour, hard physical labour, and not pushing a button in the office, as some people in the council will be known for. But yeah, it's just kind of weird looking at it, and that's something else I kind of noticed in the lockdown. But yeah. But I think I coped well by being on my own, because obviously I was used to having people in front of me with meetings and everything like that, talking to them, and obviously it was a big change because you had to use your tablet and have Skype and everything like that, and talk on Skype, and it was a bit of a nuisance, I'm not going to lie to people. I'd rather have somebody in front of me talking to them, and somebody there talking. I'd rather be seeing them in person than while on computer or anything like that. I'm sure people would agree with me in that. It's a lot better to see the person in person. To see the person in person. To see the physical person. Right, let's do that. Alright, I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway, let's go with it. We go with it. Physical person, right then. I don't know, political correctness might be gone out the window. But yeah, I think I coped very well. I think I done very well. I really hope like this man, like the poster was talking to, he said he found it difficult, and I understand it's very hard, especially when you have your loved ones gone. The other side of the county, was on the other side of the country and walk, and obviously she come up and everything like that on the weekends. It's hard. It's hard. It's difficult. But thankfully, there's light. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Which is great. But I'm saying to people, please do take care of yourself. Because it is still at this time, it's very stressful for people, and don't be afraid to talk. I keep saying it, but don't be afraid to talk. So yeah, just wanted to say that, because somebody asked me what I mind, just talking about in the video. So yeah, I said I'll just do it. It might help somebody, but please God it will. But yeah, please take care of it. Be safe, and bye.